Power is a product of torque and rotational speed. The exact formula used in the automotive industry is horsepower equals torque times engine speed in RPM, divided by 5,252. This number 5,252 is a constant that tidies up the units to give us the familiar horsepower figure. The crucial takeaway here isn't the number itself, but the direct relationship it illustrates between power, torque, and engine speed. This equation tells us a very important story. If you have an engine's torque curve, a graph showing how much torque it makes at different RPMs, you can calculate its power curve. Notice that at 5,252 RPM, the torque and horsepower values will always be identical. Below this engine speed, the torque figure will always be higher than the horsepower figure. Above 5,252 RPM, the horsepower figure will always be higher than the torque figure. This is not a coincidence or a quirk of certain engines. It is a mathematical certainty defined by the formula itself. Let's think about what this means for different types of engines. A big, lazy V8 in a muscle car might produce a huge amount of torque at a very low RPM, say 300 pound-feet at just 2,000 RPM. This gives it that incredible off-the-line punch. However, if it can't maintain that torque as the revs climb, its horsepower figure won't be as impressive. Conversely, a small high-revving engine in a sports car might produce much less torque, maybe 150 pound-feet, but it can sustain it all the way to 8,000 RPM. Because power is a function of that torque being applied at high speed, it generates a very high horsepower figure. This is why you can't just look at a peak horsepower or torque number in isolation. The shape of the torque curve is what truly defines an engine's character. An engine with a flat torque curve, meaning it produces its peak torque across a wide range of RPMs, will feel flexible and responsive in almost any gear. An engine with a very peaky torque curve, where the torque only arrives at high RPM, will feel sluggish until you rev it hard, at which point it comes alive. The maths shows us that power isn't a separate force. It's the result of applying torque quickly.